listeners, a teammate of mine sent me this article regarding a possible ancient reptilian city under Los Angeles, and goes on to state here that this map is an essential ingredient of a story that has Indiana Jones written all over it, secret caves, a lost civilization, and above all, a treasure trove of gold in unimaginable quantities. And all this in the ground below the present-day metropolis of Los Angeles. Let's see, the extracts from the LA Times of January 29th, 1934 details the incredible story of G. Warren Shufelt, a mining engineer who had been told of the underground city and its treasures by a wise old Indian, had consequently located it via radio X-ray, and was currently sinking shafts into the ground to reach it. And it looks like the article was named Lizard People's Catacomb City Hunted. Engineer sinks shaft under Fort Moore Hill to find maze of tunnels and priceless treasures of legendary inhabitants. And like I said, this is from the LA Times, January 29th, 1934, by a Jean Bosque. It says, busy Los Angeles, although little realizing it in the hustle and bustle of modern existence, stands above a lost city of catacombs filled with incalculable treasure and imperishable records of a race of humans further advanced intellectually and scientifically than even the highest type of present-day peoples, in the belief of G. Warren Shufelt, geophysical engineer, now engaged in an attempt to wrest from the lost city deep in the earth below Fort Moore Hill the secrets of the lizard people of legendary fame in the medicine lodges of the American Indian. And here's a picture from that 1934 paper. Very interesting. So firmly does Shufelt and a little staff of assistants believe that a maze of catacombs and priceless golden tablets are to be found beneath downtown Los Angeles, that the engineer and his aides have already driven a shaft 250 feet into the ground, the mouth of this shaft being on the old Banning property on North Hill Street overlooking Sunset Boulevard, Spring Street, and North Broadway. Shufelt learned of the legend of the lizard people after his radio X-ray had led him hither and yon over an area extending from the public library on West 5th Street to the Southwest Museum on Museum Drive at the foot of Mount Washington. Here are some more pictures. He says, I knew I was over a pattern of tunnels, the engineer explained yesterday, and I had mapped out the course of the tunnels, the position of large rooms scattered along the tunnel route, as well as the position of deposits of gold, but I could not understand the meaning of it. According to the legend as imparted to Shufelt by Macklin, the radio X-ray has revealed the location of one of 3 lost cities on the Pacific coast, the local one having been dug by the lizard people after the great catastrophe which occurred about 5,000 years ago. This legendary catastrophe was in the form of a huge tongue of fire which came out of the southwest, destroying all life in its path, the path being several hundred miles wide. The city underground was dug as a means of escaping future fires. Wow, look at that. More pictures. The lost city, dug with powerful chemicals by the lizard people instead of pick and shovel, was drained into the ocean where its tunnels began, according to the legend. The tide passing daily in and out of the lower tunnel portals and forcing air into the upper tunnels provided ventilation, and cleansed and sanitized the lower tunnels, the legend states. Large rooms in the domes of the hills above the city of labyrinths housed 1,000 families in the manner of tall buildings, and imperishable food supplies of the herb variety were stored in the catacombs to provide subsistence for the lizard folk for great lengths of time as the next fire swept over the earth. Kind of makes me think of the structure underneath Malibu Beach. The lizard people, I'll go on to read, the legend has it, regarded the lizard as the symbol of long life. Their city is laid out like a lizard, according to the legend. Its tail to the southwest, far below 5th and Hope Streets, its head to the northeast at Lookout and Marta Streets. The city's key room is situated directly under South Broadway, near 2nd Street, according to Shufelt and the legend. The key room is the directory to all parts of the city and to all record tablets, the legend states. All records were kept on gold tablets, 4 feet long and 14 inches wide. On these tablets, the legend goes on to say, these tablets of gold, gold having been the symbol of life to the legendary lizard people, will be found the recorded history of the Mayans on one particular tablet. The southwest corner of which will be missing is to be found the record of the origin of the human race. Shufelt stated he has taken X-ray pictures of 37 such tablets, 3 of which have their southwest corners cut off. My radio X-ray pictures of tunnels and rooms, which are subsurface voids, and of gold pictures with perfect corners, sides, and ends, are scientific proof of their evidence, Shufelt said. However, the legendary story must remain speculative until unearthed by excavation. The lizard people, according to Macklin, were of a much higher type intellectually than modern human beings. The intellectual accomplishments of their 9-year-old children were the equal of those of present-day college graduates, he said. So greatly advanced scientifically were these people that in addition to perfecting a chemical solution by which they bored underground without removing earth and rock, they also developed a cement far stronger and better than any in use in modern times, with which they lined their tunnels and rooms. Break this news.